What's up, everybody? Blink October here. It's been a while. It's been a weird time for me, but I just want to say thanks to everybody who's been sharing their kind words and everything through this last week or so. Like I said, it's just been really weird, and I should be back on stream in time for Street Fighter 6. So look forward to that. But today I wanted to give you a really interesting video because we are actually not that far off from the release of Mortal Kombat 1. Yeah, 1, which is weird they're not calling it 12, but you know what? I'll take that. Anyway, so I wanted to talk about the top 5 things I actually did like about MK11. Most of the time when you ask me about MK11, you probably get a response like, I don't think the game was that fun, I think it sucks, probably something that involves a lot of expletives. You know, there actually are a bunch of things that I actually did like about this game, and it actually was kind of hard to narrow it down to only 5. So I want to go ahead and get it started. I actually recorded this earlier, but my OBS froze for some reason, which was really weird. So I want to try to run through this as quickly as possible while really explaining some of the stuff. So maybe any of y'all that haven't tried this game yet, you can come try it yourself and get ready for the next installment. So here we go. So the first thing I have on my list is the single player mode. You see there's 4 selections here, but there's actually technically 5 things you can do, which is crazy. How many fighting games do you know that actually has story mode downloadable content, story mode DLC? This game has 2 full-blown story modes. So of course you have the main story mode, which is a direct follow-up from MKX and all the stuff that happens there. And then you have another aftermath story mode, which is after you complete the regular MK11 story mode. And that guy in the middle, Shang Tsung, he's got a lot of shine in this one, man. So I think you would enjoy both of these story modes. But the fact that this game has not 1 but 2 full-blown story modes, I'm not talking this is only like another hour tacked on. So I'm talking full-blown, hours upon hours of content. This could fill up a whole content of a stream if you just wanted to sit through and play through both of these story modes. And there's a lot that you can unlock through playing the story modes and all that after playing them for the first time. So definitely these were great. This is how you do fighting game stories right here. The cutscenes were great, the acting was great. There was definitely moments for everybody. Funny moments, sad moments, you know, just badass moments. Loving it, absolutely loved it. NRS killed it with these stories. Then you have the Towers of Time, which are basically like the multiverse towers, or what, I forgot what they were named in Injustice 2. Basically you have a bunch of time towers that can get you different types of events. You have summonable towers that you can summon with tower keys that you actually get from the crypt and stuff that you can summon and get more rewards. You got tag assist towers, which is probably why they got the idea of making Mortal Kombat 1 a basically assist fighter, which I think that's going to be cool. I can't wait to see how that's going to play. You got a bunch of different towers. You got premier towers that can get you skins and title cards and stuff. Heroic towers that can get you consumables and other rewards. Like gauntlet towers that can get you a bunch of stuff. Character towers that can get you a bunch of character specific towers. Specific skins and gear, brutalities, taunts, title cards. If you ever see people with like the character's name in the title card, this is where to get that. Then of course you got the co-op towers where you can actually team up with random people online or your friends to take down raid bosses. It's pretty cool. So a lot of cool, interesting towers here that have their own little quirks and stuff. This was always pretty fucking fun, not gonna lie. This was always really fun. And then you have of course the classic towers, which are your MK staples, right? You got your easy tower, your medium tower, your hard tower. And now we have an endless tower, so you can just keep going. There's actually rewards for getting a bunch of wins. I've only gotten 5 wins. I don't know how much I was trying, so I'm just gonna leave it at maybe I didn't try. And I'm not that bad at Mortal Kombat. But I want to see what that 101 reward is. Maybe I'll look at it online or something, because I've never seen that before. Then you have your Survivor Tower, which is where your health bar is going to carry over. So that's interesting stuff. So yeah, you still got your classic towers, and you can get, you know, a bunch of rewards and stuff like coins, and souls, and all that. Now, where do you spend those coins and souls at? The new crypt. Now, this crypt was awesome because normally when we had a crypt, You know, you're just scrolling through a room, you're scrolling through menus, you know, looking at top-down stuff. You're trying to remember the certain, like, you know, code and stuff for a certain, like, coffin or whatever to get a certain thing or whatever. But no, this crypt was actually a full-blown adventure game. Full-blown. I did basically most of it, which is why I got like Shao Kahn's hammer and stuff like that. This is a full-blown like extra little adventure game, and it was so cool. There's a lot of elements that were kind of scary because Crypt always has the jump scares. Like if I put on Kenshi's blindfold, a random like demon or something will probably come out, and if I don't kill him in time with the hammer, I actually die. Yeah, you can actually die in this mode. But they have like all sorts of locations on here that you recognize. Of course, we got the pit. And look at that, we got Rain and Blaze fighting in the background. This was awesome. And yes, you can also go to the bottom of the pit. So there's a lot of stuff that you can actually do in this crypt. Like it was actually really cool that they did this. So it's almost like they threw in like a bunch of games in one. Number 2 of something that I like, and this is just, you know, kind of, I guess, subjective, but this whole video is pretty much subjective. But the graphics were amazing. Graphics on this game, absolutely amazing. Probably the video's not really doing them justice because I don't know. I forgot my video settings on OBS, but the graphics are gorgeous. I'm only on a regular PS4 Slim. I do also have this on PC, but even then, on the regular PS4, they killed it when it comes to the graphics, man. You know, they've always done a great job with the NRS titles with, you know, the graphical prowess, but everything just looks cool. There's so much fidelity. Just the engine itself is absolutely ridiculous, and it's only going to get better in Mortal Kombat 1. I actually heard on the internet at the end of the Mortal Kombat 1 trailer, when Shang Tsung is doing his little, you know, the pre-order walkout, apparently that is actually in-game model. So if that's the case, Mortal Kombat 1 is going to look even better. But the graphics of MK11 were absolutely amazing. You know, for everything, the fatal blows looked visceral. The crushing blows look visceral as hell. The animations were really cool. A lot of people like the bag on NRS games and the animation and stuff, but I thought the animations were really cool. Like just the pure graphical fidelity of this game was actually really cool, and I really appreciate that. I did just touch on crushing blows, and this is actually my 3rd thing on the list that I actually did quite enjoy. Although there are some crushing blows that don't need to come back. So the 2 crushing blows that I don't really want to come back. So I'm okay with throw crushing blows, I guess, to a degree, but I think like a character does not need to have 2. A character definitely does not need to have 2 throw crushing blows. Like Liu Kang has 2 crushing blows. Scorpion also has 2 throw crushing blows. So there's a crushing blow on just either side. I think they should only be on one type of throw, but that's just me. And y'all already know how I feel about the throw game just in general in this game. I think it's very just convoluted, and I hope it's not that convoluted and stuff to understand. In Mortal Kombat 1, I think that's something they did not need to make ultra complicated, but they did. And then you got like the movement based crushing blows. So Sindel here, she has this, right? She has the scream. And of course, we all know about the Scream Crushing Blow. The problem with the Scream Crushing Blow is that it also works against movement, because what it's supposed to be for is for counter hits. If you catch people forward dashing or back dashing or jumping in this game, you of course will get what's called a counter state. The problem with that is that literally everything was a counter state. Even literally just walking was a counter state against this crushing blow. I just walked. No, and I know I got easy crushing blows on, but that actually happens. It was also a mid. And also, most of the time, if you're jumping, it would still catch you. It's also so fast. So Those movement-based, like, crushing blows don't really need to happen. I swear. It's kind of hard to replicate in training mode, but it will happen. You will do absolutely nothing, and you will still get crushing blow. It's supposed to be a counter crushing blow, and you will still get your face screened off, and you will die. This isn't a video to complain about that, but those are the only 2 type of crushing blows I really wouldn't like to see. But other than that, I actually do enjoy crushing blows. It was their own little way to show that you got a really special counter hit state, and it made a lot of utility out of a lot more things, such as the down 2, you duck a high, so whether it could be like a high button or a throw or some special moves actually give you that sort of like high counterable state, like Noob Sidebot's teleport. You can actually get something like a crushing blow down 2. You can get a crushing blow off of this string from Liu Kang. So if this was a punish off a counter hit, you can get basically another combo off of that, and in the corner you can get a lot more. Mid screen you can get a flying kick. I don't know why I have them set on breakaway. I think I was practicing anti-breakaway when I was still, playing this game for the road to demigod, but stuff like that, I'm actually okay with that. So I like their approach to counter hits and making the counter hits mean something. Crushing blows, I wouldn't mind coming back, but if they also went with just a more traditional just counter hit system, which just literally gives you like more frame data and stuff like that, I think that'll be fine too. Also, there's crushing blows on the anti breakaway moves as well. Characters will have certain moves that actually work against the armor of breakaway and fatal blows, and either that can get you a crushing blow or that can get you maybe like a launch state or something, or at least just extra damage. Some of them are really shitty like that, but as a whole, I actually do enjoy crushing blows. Combat League, believe it or not, I actually do like Combat League. I like the concept of Combat League. I like having to play for something in ranked. I don't like how a lot of people play in Combat League, but I like the concept of Combat League. I think it was a really cool thing for you to play for some points, play for some actual rewards like skins and consumables and even time crystals, which time crystals, as you know, are basically like the real bread in this game. You can use that to actually buy things out of the little rotating store that they have in the game. So, there's a lot of stuff that you can actually get from playing Combat League that are actually, in a video game sense, kind of tangible. Like, look at all the stuff that you can get. The only thing I didn't like from Combat League is point decay, so I hope they don't bring that back, because I feel like if I reach demigod and I don't want to do this anymore, I should just stay a demigod. People are going to pass me on the leaderboard anyway. You might as well let it happen, but yeah. I like anything like this that gets you something for, committing so much time to playing ranked. So they actually make ranked almost mean something. So I like the concept of Combat League, and I hope that comes back. I like the different rotating seasons with different rotating rewards, and, certain divisions and stuff like that. I just hope for also they kind of make the point system a little better and get rid of that point decay in Mortal Kombat 1 if they do bring it back. But Combat League, honestly, a really good concept. And the last thing I wanted to go over before I get to my little bonus is the customization. The customization was actually really cool. To see characters in all these different skins were great. For example, let's look at Scorpion. We got like the classic skins, but in a different color as well. There's so many options that you have with this, with just this one skin that came out. You got this, you got this, you got this, you know what I mean? Like original stuff, you got like MK9 style stuff. I still do not forgive NRS for not putting in the Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 skin that they had in the first trailer. But ultimately, you got cool skins, you got cool colorways, and the different skins, they do different things like to his eyes and everything. So it's like, a bunch of lore things as well. And then with the gear, you got masks, you got swords, you got spears. Like they went honestly down to some pretty good details in this game with the customization. You can name your own variations, so you can know exactly what you pick. And the variations can have their own costumes, so you don't have to have the same costume for everything. you can have different stuff there. So it's really cool. And I do like the fact that you can customize variations themselves, so you can really make, you know, your preferred play style with any given character. Although I think it might be time to do away with variations, because sometimes some of these characters, you can actually kind of ruin the identity of the character just because you have to use a certain thing to maybe make some matchups better. But that's just me. I like having a complete character, but I did like what they did with the variations here, with giving you a lot more leeway with what you actually do want to use, within reason, because there's a lot of moves that take up 2 slots and stuff like that. You can only have 3 slots. And you can even customize how the AI version of this character will work. So if you didn't want to play in your tower, or they even have an AI battle mode, they even have ranked AI matches and stuff like that. You can really mold your AI into kind of what type of playstyle you want them to play and see what they can do for you. I've actually gotten hella things out of a lot of the towers and stuff, which is letting my AI go through. Same thing you can do in Justice 2 and everything. It's a really good tool if you want to just chill and watch your AI do the work. And you never know, your AI may even show you some things you really didn't think of. But the customization was actually really good in this game. And the last thing I wanted to touch on, just as a bonus, is just, you know, I really am very, very grateful for everything that this game has actually done for me. It has gotten me a lot of friends. It gave me a lot of opportunities as far as like content and commentary and stuff like that. I wish I was able to do more. I wish I did more, whatever was in my power, but you know, for everything that I was able to do and everything that I was able to accomplish with this game, you know, I'm very, very, very grateful for that. I really am. So thanks to everybody who watches anything that I do, whether it be for Mortal Kombat or anything that I play on like my stream or anything I put on YouTube or anything I put on TikTok or anything like that. You know, I really do appreciate you guys, all the friends I've made along the way in this journey in Mortal Kombat 11. You know, I love you all. I love y'all, you know, and I can't wait to see what everybody does in Mortal Kombat 1. It's an exciting time, new wave of fighting games, and I can't wait for all of these games to come out and have fun on them, make content, compete, commentate, any of that. And I hope y'all will be along for the ride. Thanks for watching this video. I really appreciate it. I should be back to streaming very soon. Love you all. Have a good rest of your day.